I'm Dr. Dolores Seymour with part 3 in this series of self-help psychological tools and techniques. Today we'll focus on how our previous history is not our destiny. Let me begin by repeating, your previous history is not your destiny. You and I were born to be winners, period. There's absolutely no reason to be a slave of the past. We can move on in positive freedom as we transcend stressful past situations, whether inherited or environmental. And forget about those books and or therapists who forever blame mothers and fathers or lack thereof. It's time to mature and become aware that this is not a factor but a crutch. And it takes courage to be a real winner. Maybe not always coming out on top, but always living in the present and taking responsibility for one's actions and feelings, thereby creating our own reality. As adults, we can redecide what's right and wrong in relation to all things as adults. So new ways are often uncertain ways, but as the positively aware person recognize their so-called failures, I call them so-called because they're actually stepping stones, and they decide against them. Then they discover that they were born to win and what they must do to make this happen, and have the courage to act on this limited knowledge and maybe insufficient evidence. And this happens with the discovery of who and what you were meant to be, because this brings about an awareness. As you peel away, like an onion, you just peel away the stressful layers of the past, the way you were taught or learned, maybe by example, maybe right, maybe wrong. The aware person responds to what's happening now, not what happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future. We are born free, and we're free of, in spite of, inherited characteristics and environmental influences, past or present. The true liberated person makes decisions, and they accept responsibility for personal choices as they explore new and positive ways of thinking and of feeling in that order. They accept their personal history, but they make decisions from a positive perspective rather than remaining at the mercy of fate. And unless a person makes decisions, large or small, right or wrong, personal power remains undirected. According to the experts, making no independent decisions is an aimless whirl of human potentiality without which nothing can be achieved. And when losers make decisions, they often blame someone else if things go wrong. But when winners make decisions, they take responsibility for them, right or wrong, learning as much from their so-called failures as their successes. Now sometimes, because of old beliefs, this positive awareness makes us uncomfortable. We may cop out and do nothing rather than take control of our lives. We can, however, use these thoughts and feelings in that order as a signal to do something different, to get better and better and live in the real world where we were meant to be winners and where life is a do-it-yourself project. This positive decision-making must be practiced over and over again daily so as to be ready for the stressful times. And for example, let me give you an example. Dr. Viktor Frankl, a survivor of many years in the German concentration camps, who tells us that winning for him was a crust of bread and one more day to live. And he stated, and I quote, "No one could take away my decision-making process, my freedom to enjoy the warmth of the sun through the bars or a shared crust of bread. However small was my decision, it was mine alone." Unquote. This is an example of regaining some bit of control in a very stressful situation. And he emerged from the camps years later, totally stable and ready to help others. Also, we need to collect psychological stars, not scars, but stars. Even winners need them for a rainy day, thereby diminishing the negative stressful episodes, fear, anger, inadequacy, hurt, guilt, whatever. We need to experience the freedom that comes with this new positive awareness. Take a stand and be the person you were meant to be. Become the winner you were meant to be. It's time to rise above your previous history. For example, studies have been done of identical twins with parents of alcoholic mothers and fathers, or lack thereof. One grows up an alcoholic, the other twin a total non-drinker. Same DNA, one chose a crutch, the other one chose to rise above the situation. As a non-drinker, I speak from experience. The question is, ask yourself now, what can I do right now to become the winner that I was born to be? You start by writing down a plan of action. That's one step, just one step. Keep it simple. Make the decision to make the decision. And write down, I want to be the winner I was born to be. Therefore, I will begin by, and make a choice. It's your choice. Choose anything you want. And start by making a call. Go to the library. Sign up for a program. Go into Google and search some information. And then what's the rest of that saying? Just do it. This is Dr. Dolores Seymour, and I'll see you next time with the fourth part of this series with many more psychological techniques which will put you in control of your life. Otherwise, your life will be in control of you.